Hi everybody, welcome back. My name is Ellenmarek and this is Myles, the newest member of the Marek family. I haven't updated the vlog in a few days and that's because we've been a little busy getting adjusted to life with the new kitten and Kitten getting used to life with us. I don't have a flight attendant themed vlog today, so if that's the only thing you want to see, feel free to click away now. But if you love looking at cute little kittens and adorable cats, then hang around. Our older cat Mingus we've had for almost exactly 2 years. We adopted her. She was about 8 weeks old. We decided to adopt her and take her in, and it has been amazing. She's the cutest cat. Lately, as the summer has progressed, she's been a lot more stir crazy. She's been rambunctious, but also you could tell she's a little frustrated. She is an indoor cat and we live in an apartment where there's just no possibility for her to get out. So we decided that the best thing would be to find her a friend. So we got on the waiting list at our local animal shelter. We had been on the list before and then they didn't have any more kittens. We went back on Tuesday, re-signed up on the list for the next batch of kittens, and they called us on Thursday saying that we could come the next day on Friday and pick up our new little kittens. Mingus was always a single cat. She was always alone. We had no idea how she would react to having a kitten around. We picked Myles up on Friday and took her home. We were told that she was a little bit shy, and this is 100% the truth. It took her a while to warm up to us. So we went to the Tierheim on Friday and around 1 o'clock in the afternoon, and we picked up Myles. We took her home. We took her straight into our bathroom that we had set up for her. We had her toilet there. We had some toys. We had a little area where she could hide. But we weren't sure how she would react at all. On the drive home, she had been hissing and very unhappy with us. We had no idea how she would react to us. I unzipped her carrier that she was in and she actually came right out. It took just a few seconds. She looked at me, she looked at Thomas, and she went right out. She immediately hid. Our washing machine is in the bathroom, so she hid behind the washing machine. The first thing that we did is just kind of give her some quiet time, let her adjust, no pressure. Thomas actually spent a lot of time with her and just this tiniest little string he found that would be the least threatening toy possible. After some time, she finally started to come out, but anytime we put our hand towards her, she would immediately not just jump back, but she would run all the way back behind the washing machine. At this point, we thought, okay, this is gonna take a while. She seemed very shy and very unsure, and we thought this could be a month before she was even roaming around the house. But we really just were patient with her. Within a couple hours, I was able to stroke her really quickly as we were playing. Play was definitely her motivator to come out. We tried treats as well, but she wasn't into that, but we could get her totally distracted by playing with her. By that evening, she was coming out, she was playing. I had scooped her up and put her back down really fast a couple times. We kept her separate from our older cat, but our older cat could obviously hear the meowing and smell her. She was very curious at first. She actually spent a lot of time hanging out outside the bathroom door. We were really surprised. Mingus can be really fierce. We really thought she would be really defensive. I thought she would be growling and hissing even through the door. But at this point, she was just curious. She was just observing. We took that as a really good sign. For the first night, we had Myles sleep in the bathroom by herself, everybody separate. And when I went in the next morning, I thought, okay, now I have to do this all over again, rebuild her trust. But actually, she came out really fast. Once again, I had just used a toy to lure her out, and I didn't have to rebuild so much. She had already remembered and already started to relax, which was super. The more we play with her, the more she trusted us. For me, it was really important to build trust with Myles so that she knew that she was safe and she felt secure before we introduced her to Mingus. I also wanted her to kind of know a little more of the house, so it was also on day 2. Once she seemed comfortable running around the bathroom, going every which crazy kitten way, I then opened up the door. We have kind of a large hallway area, and I had to put Mingus in a separate room and let Myles roam around the hallway and get to know, again, another new space. And then what I did after she seemed comfortable, I put her back in the bathroom. I then let Mingus Mingus out and let Mingus smell around this hallway and smell her. I also, every time I went up to Mingus, I let her smell my hands because I had been handling Myles. And I gave her lots of cuddles and lots of pets once she smelled my hands so that she could start to have some minor positive associations with this new little rugrat. Mingus was definitely on edge a little bit, but she was really still super curious, so we just kept going, reading our cats. Everybody seemed to be doing well. Same thing happened for the second night. Myles slept in the bathroom, Mingus had the rest of the house. And then the morning of the third day, we spent a lot more time in this hallway. Mingus was separate still. They were doing so good, and I felt like Mingus was ready to kind of meet and greet Myles a little bit. What we did is we had Myles in this hallway and Mingus in the living room, and there's a door connecting. We opened the door just a centimeter or two, and we let them really go face to face for this first time. You know, Mingus definitely hissed. The kitten was really curious and just went straight for it. Mingus hissed and wasn't very happy. So after just about a minute, we closed the door and let them separate. This was their first face-to-face introduction. It was important for Mingus to see what this creature is. This whole time she smells it, maybe she knows it's a cat, but is it a big cat? Is it a little cat? You know, she hadn't even gotten to witness it yet. Now she had officially seen the cat. Then we gave them both big break, big treats. That was a very dramatic moment. Finally that evening, the evening of the third night, we decided that Mingus was getting kind of agitated. So I wanted to just say, hey, we're gonna try this. We're gonna open the door, we're gonna let them check each other out. When they're face to face through this crack, I felt that the trouble was that they have to be right next to each other. They have to be right there in order to see each other. It's very extreme for two new cats to be right there. I'm glad we did it for a moment, but this time I wanted to give them all the space in the world. Later that evening, I opened up a hallway, which is kind of in the middle of the house. So the bathroom is on one side, and then there's the hallway, and then there's the living room and the bedrooms and the rest of the apartment. They kind of each had their territory well established. So we opened up the doors to each. I think that was the best thing. Mingus just had to see and check this thing out. There was definitely hissing and growling. We just let them do their thing for maybe an hour. They have to sort it out for themselves. There's nothing we can do but observe. I made sure that the kitten felt safe and secure because this is Mingus's house, so she feels pretty safe. She definitely seemed fearful of the kitten. Her reactions seemed to come out of fear. It's surprising because she's a big cat and she's a pretty tough cat, but that's really what I was reading from her, so I tried to be really patient with her if she was hissing or something, because the kitten kept trying to come really close and investigate. She's excited, and Mingus would be like, hey, I don't know who you are, back off, give me some space. But I think that was important because Mingus needed the space, and even though she communicated this in the way that as a human I don't like to watch, it looks mean, it looks aggressive, I can understand that it's coming out of this fearful place. Night 3, the kitten was also in the bathroom alone again. It has now been day 4 and today is day 5. So the last couple of days they have just been in the apartment together. They get closer and closer. Yesterday there was still hisses and a little batting when somebody kind of got too close too quickly, but today has been a lot calmer. So that's Myles. She's meant as a friend and entertainment buddy for Mingus. Mingus just has to decide to let her be that. She hasn't yet. She's kept her distance, but we have wishful thinking.